I am Navkiran and I welcome you all to my channel Navkiran Nursing Classes. Friends, today I have come up with a very common concern among internationally educated nurses, how to prepare for CPNRE. And today through this video I am going to share my personal experience, how I prepared for my CPNRE and how I managed to crack it in the first go. So before we begin, I would like to request you all, if you are watching my video for the first time, kindly subscribe my channel to get the future notifications about more informative and nursing related videos. So let's begin. First thing first, you should be well prepared before you are going for CPNRE. Friends, because this is an entrance which is going to give us a permission to work in the Canadian healthcare system. Obviously, they are going to assess your each and every knowledge component, your clinical skills, your knowledge about geriatric, pediatric, maternity, psychiatry, medical, surgical and what not. There could be around 165 to 180 questions and you need to solve those questions in 4 hours. And they are going to test your critical thinking as well. So it is very important, until and unless you are completely prepared for this, don't take a date for CPNRE. The second thing is, you should know the difference between the scope of practice of LPN and RN. Now, why I'm saying this? Because back home, most of the internationally educated nurses are working as registered nurses in their respective clinical areas. And as in this entrance, we are going to become an LPN, right? So they are assessing our skills and clinical knowledge as an LPN. So we should be very clear about the scope of practice and the role of an LPN in the clinical settings. So it is very important, and you can get this knowledge by reading out the CNO RPN competencies in order to understand the scope of practice for RPN. The third thing which is very important, that's jurisprudence exam. Yes, actually I always suggest my students to give jurisprudence exam before they are going for their CPNRE. It is very important. Why? Because a jurisprudence exam gives us a knowledge about various clinical policies, procedures, codes, ethics that work in the Canadian health system. In addition to that, we get a good knowledge about the scope of practice of both LPN and RN so that you can differentiate. Because in CPNRE, you have to answer the questions from the LPN point of view and not from an RN point of view. So this makes a major milestone why I was able to crack my entrance, because that's your choice when you give jurisprudence exam. Actually, it can be given anytime before you apply for the licensure, but I personally felt that it was a great benefit for me that I had given my jurisprudence exam just before my CPNRE, because definitely the questions are coming like this, where you have to define the scope of practice for LPN. The next thing is, you should know how to prioritize the care for your patient. You have to think from the point of view, from the clinical point of view, sorry. You should know what thing could be better for your patient. And in order to understand this thing, for example, a question is there in your CPNRE and the 4 options are being given. The 4 options are correct, but you have to choose the one which could be very good for your patient outcome, which could affect your patient's prognosis. So here comes the critical thinking. You should have a critical thinking about various clinical situations and scenarios. You should be quaint with the knowledge of various clinical skills, various clinical situations where you will act as an LPN, and of course again LPN scope of practice, whether you are able to delegate your duties or not, and where you can actually delegate your duties, and how what would you do in this particular situation as an LPN, not as an RN, right? And the last thing is practice, practice and more practice. Actually friends, this is what exactly I did. Already my basics were quite clear, but still I practiced a lot. I give a reading to the lots of topics. Obviously, if your knowledge base is strong, you can build up more things over it. So definitely I did this. I used to cover my one topic, and after that I practiced a lots of MCQs, and those things had given a boost to my confidence. Basically, I came to know various mistakes and about various topics for which I was not that much clear, and I did not repeat the same mistakes in my entrance which I was repeating while doing my MCQs. Plus one more thing, Just by reading books you can't retain much, you know, but by solving MCQs I had observed this thing, that I was able to retain much more as compared to I was able to retain while reading books. So it is definitely going to help. So definitely you should practice more and more MCQs, and you should also repeat the things until and unless you go and sit for your test, sorry. And with this I'm going to wind up my video, and I'm very sure that this video is going to be very helpful for you if you are going for CPNRE, and I wish you all the best. Thank you so much, and please subscribe my channel and like my video if you really find it useful, and share my video with your friends and colleagues and even students who are going for CPNRE entrance exam. Thank you so much.